Vitalik is expected to step down in the wake of a significant discovery and several leaks revealing that the founder of Ethereum, Vitalik, arranged with the U.S. Security and Exchange Commission to bribe them in return for delisting and classifying XRP as security. This announcement follows an anonymous report that established the Gaynor family's genuine investment in XRP following the unintentional public release of emails between Vitalik B., the founder and CEO of the Ethereum Foundation, and the chairman of the SEC, a coincidence that coincides with Forbes' purported projection that the XRP value will be close to or above $60,000. Google and Bing have confirmed this. Immediately, this video will compel you to leap from your chair. It is among the most magnificent that men have ever witnessed. It's crazy. Before diving straight into the video for today, just hit the bell, subscribe to this channel, and tap the like button. I considered that the SEC Rumble case had to have started somewhere, and that's when the idea of the Ethereum Foundation came to me. We discovered that William Hinman gave a speech in 2018 declaring that Ethereum was not a security at the time and that Ethereum is currently led by Vitalik Buterin, a Russian-Canadian who invented the platform and built it by registering it as a software development platform and decentralized mining network combined. He first unveiled Ethereum in a white paper back in 2013, but it didn't gain much traction until early 2014, when he announced it at the North American Bitcoin Conference in Miami on January 26. Here's one more confirmation. Valerian Brantan, as he initially dubbed it in November 2013, is, in fact, the creator of Ethereum, but the investigation didn't end there. Revealed about 7 reports that audience members who had spoken about the same subject gave to me. Vitalik Buterin, the creator of Ethereum, worked with the U.S. government, Securities and Exchange Commission to essentially compensate them in terms of, in particular, William Hinman should consider the XRP digital asset to be a security and obtain this as a comprehensive timeline. In reality, the documents are given here. And the report that I received individually and emphasizes precisely this shortly after the CoinMarketCap eliminated all South Korean exchanges from the XRP price computation. XRP reached a record all-time high of $384 on January 4, 2018, resulting in a more than $20 billion decline in the market capitalization of XRP, which ultimately dropped below $1 in January. This occurred in 2018 because Brandon, the CEO in place at the time, believed that South Korean exchanges were inflating the price of digital assets instead of keeping them at their true market value. However, a few days later, Ethereum also chose to reach an all-time high of almost $1,396. At that point, Jay Clinton, the SEC chairman, took note. Most of these two digital assets crucially, he then decided to go and provide instructions to a group of people who were working with him to create what is now known as the Ether Investor Group. This group essentially examined XRP and Ethereum in detail and determined whether to invest in them. If not, skip ahead to a few weeks. Bloomberg calls on Brad Garlinghouse. Only a few remain to conduct an interview wherein he openly discusses Ripple's plan to replace SWIFT with the digital commodity XRP. A few days later, Coy Perkinson sends, according to a memo from Bill Hinman, the only cryptocurrency that will be eligible for safe harbor protection is the Ethereum Digital Asset, or ETH. He also advised the investor group to meet with him in private and request a regulatory free pass from the SEC. However, the meeting was soon leaked, and Nathaniel Poa reported that Ethereum investors are only requesting non-security designation for ETH from the SEC, not for XRP anymore. When the Commodities and Future Trading Commission decided to make an announcement, Gary Gensler was the commander of the CFTCC at the time. Soon after, they made it known that they thought greater regulatory clarification was needed before taking any action regarding Ripple, Ethereum, and the rest of the cryptocurrency space. Met with Joe Lubin, and consensus is now known as the Ethereum Foundation team and their side company. This is where things got too late. In June 2018, Coinbase announced that it would be listing Ethereum Classic, and a memo analyzing whether the XRP security was passed among the SEC staff was passed. However, The details of this memo are not publicly available from the SC, William Hinman's speech, which declared that XRP was a security and the Ethereum Foundation's Ether asset was now the security, was officially finalized within the SEC, with many people disagreeing and others agreeing with that statement. Next, Bill Hinman shares his Ethereum Liberty of Expression Pass at the Crypto Summit contains the following declaration, making sure, of course, to mention that sales of Ether are not safe at the moment due to the Ethereum network's decentralized structure. Transactions, and much like with Bitcoin, it would appear that the existing Ether transactions fall under the federal security laws disclosure regime. Inexplicably, the cost of Ethereum surged by more than 11% in an instant. Shum was down 60% when the speech was delivered. However, it was trending later in the afternoon and had now become green. When questioned specifically about the specifics of the increase in Ethereum prices, this was what he had to say right away. By the way, I believe we have an Ethereum inter chart. Let's try to bust it. That's what I'm talking about up there. That's after, so you can see over there. The SEC's remarks are intriguing. There is market activity, correct? That's the reason. Instead, starting on September 26, 2018, the trading is illegal. The SEC's current chairman is Gary Gensler. Identifies XRP as a cryptocurrency rather than a financial security. This revelation alone caused many people to leave the Ethereum Foundation and begin to concentrate more on Ripple Labs business and the XRP digital asset, which gained popularity because of its increased efficiency. More affordable and decentralized than Ethereum's digital asset. Not too long after, roughly 2.5 weeks ago, the Ethereum Foundation issued the SEC a memo requesting an urgent meeting to be held in private, of course, for Ripple and XRP, as well as possible actions. This continued for a few days, and even Nancy, who took part in the confidential meeting with the SEC, disagreed with Hinman's assertion that XRP is sufficiently decentralized to not be a security. Nancy also pointed out that Ripple XRP is far more decentralized than Ethereum and should be classified as not a security. The absurd thing is that, in addition to stating that this was the first time the SEC had publicly stated that it was not a view of security, as it is in November Ripple, Bill Hinman also made it obvious that the speech was intended for Ethereum and that it included market guidance. The labs decided to meet with the commissioner and the SEC as well. Elad Al-Rosman, in which Commissioner Rosman informed Mr. Garlinghouse that P is not a security, and Matthew Straw took meeting notes that purportedly verified Commissioner Rosman's assertion. But that's where it all went awry. Is a declaration released in January 2020. When the International Economic Forums discussed the central bank's digital currency policymaking or toolbox, they emphasized XRP over Ethereum as a cryptocurrency asset meant for intra- or interbank payments and settlement, providing JP Morgan Coin and XRP as examples but not Ethereum. Following several discussions in private between the SEC and Ethereum, it was ultimately disclosed in January 2020, early in the new year, and late in December 2020. That the SEC had now launched a lawsuit against Ripple Labs for telling them that they might withdraw this action. Should Ripple Labs decide to stop communicating and stop using XRP? Regarding the digital asset going ahead when Ripple refused, the lawsuit proceeded. In fact, it was filed quite recently. The SEC made it clear that they would be willing to give Ripple Labs, or more specifically, Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson, whatever they wanted as long as the XRP digital asset was stopped from being used. This was made clear by the chief legal officer of Ripple, who recently stated that they were offered a settlement but decided to reject it. Unlike Ethereum, which they wish to grow, it stops being discussed and starts to resemble a hidden asset. Of course, leaks from years ago still show that this was all part of an agreement. The Swift Foundation, Ripple Labs, and the Ethereum Foundation all expressed concern that the SEC might approve XRP if that happened. In that case, Ripple would take control of the entire cryptocurrency market, with XRP thriving as the second largest cryptocurrency in existence, even outpacing the Ethereum coin, and XRP is booming right now and performing quite well. It's time to move forward. Pay attention to the other cryptocurrencies that will make us extremely wealthy. This is the final cross. The previous one saw a surge of nearly 70 times the current value if the same percentage increase and sort of increase were applied. I've been conducting my research, and tens of others have stated the same thing about another analyst by the name of Jack the Ripper. It created wealth for future generations using Bitcoin. They purchased it for $1 and sold it for $60,000. For this, it's the same thing, and I believe we're entering very early. At least, I believe I'm entering very early. I invested in it, and I want to warn you guys that if you see an extremely cheap cryptocurrency, I mean, this one is cheap right now, and the crypto trading fund said that it is still very early in terms of market capitalization, with a target of $1,010 billion. Holders have a minimal supply of these. Do you wish to invest in these coins? Since you're trying to locate these coins, get in on these gem-studded coins before anyone else recognizes their value, as they will soar over the next few months, ensuring your generational prosperity. The closer we get, the higher we get, until people begin to comprehend and see a tremendous pump with the news coming out on January 20th. The price of the pumps will increase. Is planned, and then visualize money will keep flowing because, once the news is out, there will be an even bigger